Hello everyone, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome to Sai Tech Guru. In this video, I'll be comparing the both phones MI 10 Lite versus MI Note 10 Lite device. So try to watch till end of the video to get to know more in detail reviews about both of the phones, and you can find out very interesting information about both phones. So try to subscribe to my channel and also do check the links in description also exactly for the playlist of each and every smartphone which I have created. So this is a Poco F2 Pro which I am using for past few weeks. Even there are plenty of videos already uploaded on the phone, so try to subscribe and stay tuned for regular updates. So let's get started with the comparison between both of these smartphones. So MI 10 Lite versus MI Note 10 Lite. So the reason why I'm doing this comparison, because both the phones, they do have the same kind of price range, around in Indian rupees close to 20,000. So right now these both phones which I purchased around 23,000 to 22,000, I can say. Right now I'm in the Australia, so I've ordered through eBay Australia here. So I got these both phones and I decided to compare side by side, and the price is the main reason why I'm comparing side by side. And if in case if both phones, or if either of the phone, if they get launched in India, then you should know everything about this phone before buying the device. So let's get started with the first thing is the build quality of this both the phones. So build quality, so definitely once you hold the phones, or when you take a look, you can feel the MI Note 10 Lite is very smaller than the MI 10 Lite. So the reason because the MI Note 10 Lite is 6.4 inches only, and other thing is that the bottom chin bezel is very thin. So when you compare with the bigger bezels, as you can see friends clearly, so even that makes the phone very much smaller when you hold in the phone. So single hand usage is pretty much possible. So you can see how much big the MI 10 Lite is. So build quality in terms of both the phones are having same kind of options everywhere. So single bottom facing speakers and 3.5mm jack. So and both the phones have the notch interface, as you can see here. So there's a similar kind of notch present in both the phones. So this is one thing about the build quality. And next is a display. In the display, the things get very advantage for the MI Note 10 Lite. The reason why, because it has got curved edges, as you can see friends, so which is a 4D curved edges, so which looks similar in the OnePlus 7 Pro device, so which I am using for past few months, OnePlus 7 Pro. So same kind of experience I did feel when I am using the MI Note 10 Lite. So in display, I'm giving my 100% points to this phone MI Note 10 Lite, definitely. Even the MI 10 Lite is not too bad. It has got the AMOLED panels, but still the definitely I would prefer the curved edges over the normal bezels with a big bezels in the sides. So this looks pretty good, and this looks with the premium phone experience you do get with the mid-range price range. So this is another reason why I would prefer the MI Note 10 Lite device in terms of the display. So next thing, in terms of the battery, so even in the battery also, the MI Note 10 Lite is clearly the winner, because the phone has 5260 mAh of capacity, the phone MI Note 10 Lite, which has 30-watt fast charging. So definitely I can feel the battery backup as well, so which I used to get close to maybe close to 10 hours of screen on time I did get in the MI Note 10 Lite. So whereas in the MI 10 Lite, it has only 4120 mAh of battery and 20-watt fast charging. So these are 30-watt fast charging and 20 watts, and 4000 versus 5000. So ultimate winner is the MI Note 10 Lite. So next, let's talk about the cameras. So in terms of the camera, both phones have the quad camera setup, but here also the MI Note 10 Lite is clearly the winner because of the having extra 64 megapixel lens over 48 megapixel lens in the MI 10 Lite, you can see clearly. And it has got dual flash LED, which is extra advantage for the soft images when you take with the flashlights. So this is another advantage in the MI Note 10 Lite. So overall, even in the camera also, MI Note 10 Lite is pretty good. So till now the things are with the MI Note 10 Lite, but don't worry, now the things gonna change with the MI 10. The reason first, because of the processor. The processor of the MI 10 Lite is Snapdragon 765G processor, so which has pretty good performance in terms of multitasking or smoothness when you open the applications. Even when you compare the Android benchmark score, you can clearly see the difference in terms of the Snapdragon 765G versus Snapdragon 730G in the MI Note 10 Lite. So as I said, the Snapdragon 765G is definitely up a little bit upper range to the mid-range segment mobile phones, I can definitely say. And next is that in terms of the 5G. So the Mi Note 10 Lite comes only with a 4G variant. There is no 5G variant, but Mi 10 Lite as a 5G, so which is another good advantage for the mobile phone. In case in the future, if there is any 5G network available, then definitely you can be as a future proof use this phone. And one more thing is that there is another mid-range first 5G phone which I have purchased. The reason why I'm saying first, because mid-range, this is a mid-range phone, whereas the Poco F2 Pro also has a 5G inbuilt, which is a premium end model, the Poco F2 Pro. But whereas the Mi 10 Lite is a 5G with a first mid-range segment 5G phone, so that is gonna be another advantage for the Mi 10 Lite device. So whereas the Mi Note 10 Lite doesn't have the 5G and not best not fastest processor in my opinion. So definitely, what are the things the Mi Note 10 Lite has is a good display. That is the first thing, and next is a very good battery life. That is the second most thing, and third is a good camera and camera options and everything. So these are few things which definitely those are matters for me, definitely friends, because 5G, when it get released right now, I might be using the 5G service, maybe not this year, maybe next year, or who knows, maybe in 2022. But right now the 4G, I am happy to use the 4G network in the Mi Note 10 Lite. But good thing is you are getting very beautiful display here, which looks pretty good in terms of the curved angles. Definitely no one will believe if you say the price of this phone 20,000, and for what 20,000 you're getting the good curved display and 5260 mAh of battery, and with that you do get 30 watts charging, where the phone gets charged within I think 70 minutes. So there is another best advantage with the Mi Note 10 Lite. So in my opinion, friends, clearly the winner is Mi Note 10 Lite if you consider the display, battery, camera, and the build quality and single hand usage. All these areas the Mi Note 10 Lite shines. So whereas if you consider the performance oriented and definitely as a future proof with a 5G network, then the Mi 10 Lite is a quite advantage as well. So do comment below what are your thoughts regarding both of these phones, and which phone you do feel better, and do let me know what are the things you want me to compare between both of these phones. Definitely I'll try to compare each and everything whatever you try to mention here. So thank you friends for watching this video, and for more videos don't forget to subscribe to my channel SciTech Guru. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye.